Hey guys, Camper15 back at it with another video for you guys, and I am back with my co-host, the Red Wolf, for another fairy tale episode review for
Why you hesitate?
because I thought I forgot to include you, but then I realized I'm like, what the hell am I talking? Anyways, a fairy tale. Great episode today. Great episode. I continue to love fairy tale as the haters keep crying.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Anyways, this week, we get a bunch of stuff covered. We finally get Fairy Tail looking to get the upper hand on the Diablos guild members, and then Touka finally reveals her true identity.
Hmm.
So, anyways, we start off where we last left off at the end of last week's episode, and that is Jellal confronting Touka about being the White Witch.
Monday. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. You didn't have to pause.
Apologies.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
All right, back again.
Okay. Anyways,
You were saying.
no, you were talking first. You were
Oh,
talking.
Jellal was talking to Touka to confront her about being the White Witch or the White Wizard,
White mage.
the White Mage, and everything. Now, Jellal ends up basically talking about how white magic sounds harmless, but its philosophy is quite dangerous. He ends up basically talking about using white magic or this white world, turning the world into nothingness. Now Toga's just like, whoa, calm down. I think you might be confusing me for somebody else. Now Jallal's like, no, look, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That is you. You're the white mage. You're the white wizard. That's the thing. Now, Touka ends up saying, like, look, I only have water magic. That's my thing.
And yeah, and Joe must admit, yes. As a matter of fact,
Wait, say that again?
water magic that you stole from a dragon, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Yes. And then it looks like he's gonna grab her and he's gonna take her somewhere and whatever. But who gets involved?
Yes, Lox is grabbing Jellal by the wrist.
Yes. What does Loxus tell Jellal?
I'm gonna need you to step away from Tug. And Jellal starts going like, "That woman is dangerous," and she's like, she wears the fairy tale emblem, so she's part of our family now. And then Jellal asks, "What if she's evil?" And then and then Loxus goes, "Aren't you evil?"
Well, he was once, but then also Loxus makes the mention like he's not one to speak either.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be honest, he did some despicable shit at the start of the original series. He tried to break up Fairy Tail.
Mm-hmm. As well as kill someone in cold blood.
Yeah. So he essentially, because of it, Jellal basically like, all right, fine. We later find out he's like, look, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be watching her. There's nothing. And then Lox is like, all right, that's fine. That's the best thing you can do. And then obviously that's when Jallal's just wondering in his hotel room. He's just like, Erza, what would you do in this situation? Speaking of Erza,
Oh yeah. Cut back to where the Natsu and his gang are, and they're on the ship. And Kiria currently has a Erza on the ropes, literally.
literally slapping ass. Look, I'm not. Look, I don't care if you call me a gooner or whatever, but listen,
Karen, choose your words wisely.
who wouldn't slap Erza's ass?
I admit to nothing.
We all know any guy would do it if they were a goon. or
Are
they
you?
were quote unquote down bad.
I admit to nothing. I admit to nothing, guys. That's all he's saying.
Anyways, Natsu's wondering like, Erza, why are you doing this? Because Kiri is just like, oh, I bet you like doing all this stuff for me and everything. And it's like, yes, just don't hurt my friends. Please don't hurt my friends. She even sits on fucking Erza at one point, acting like she's a chair. Like, what was it, that one show where this, oh, it's like what Hubana did
Eat,
to the
eat,
people in
eat.
Fire Force.
Oh.
Remember that when she literally sat on those men?
Uh-huh. I even remember that one episode from Eden Zero where that one disgusting frog is turning like
Oh my! Don't even get me started with that.
yeah.
Guy.
Yeah, I still that gave me flashbacks of that.
Where you turn the women into stone in a certain position, so then he could just sit on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
Get your mind out of the gutter, people. It's not like that. Go watch Eden Zero on Netflix, and you'll find out what we mean by that.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, what were you waiting for, guys? That show needs more love. I'll be honest.
Show's actually over in the manga.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Natsu's wondering like, why is Erza like this? But Wendy's like, look, she just cut her pride down, or her will to fight, essentially, and that's why she's acting like that. Now they're obviously on a ship, so Natsu and freaking Wendy got motion sickness. Now I think Kiri makes mention, she's like, oh, don't you guys look so tasty, dragon slayers and type of thing. I'm just like, this girl just likes to eat. She, personally, if you ask me, it sounds like she likes to eat certain places more than just want to eat, if you get my drift. I think she's down bad, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah, I guess. That's not what I had in mind, but yeah, you're right.
So they're kind of stuck. They're not gonna kill them, but I'm guessing Kiryu makes the mention like, oh, we'll probably kill you later, but whatever. Anyways, they go, Scullion ends up talking about like, well, I have a lead of where I think I know where we can get what we're looking for in terms of the white mage. So then we cut over to Lucy. She's rowing on a boat all by herself, all by her lonesome. We kind of get a flashback to how she ended up in this situation. So after everything that went down with Diablos, after their loss to them, you just have it to where, crap, I forgot her name. I think her name was Kajiel or whatever. The Mercphobia's attendant.
Yeah, I forgot.
Anyways, she basically is upset by all this, everything that's happened, and she's like, if it wasn't for you guys showing up, you know, none of these things would be happening. Everything was fine before you guys came here. So she essentially told Lucy, take you and your friends and get the fuck out. There's a boat. We'll lend you it. She really does not trust humans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you can't blame her because she's had to probably like stop all these people that take these 100-year quests to try to kill Mercphobia. Well, they would be thinking about killing Mercphobia. Obviously, our fairy tale crew knows that Mercphobia seems to be a good guy. So they want to see if they can settle it in a different way. So you just have Lucy rowing all by herself in this rowboat. Gray's missing. You know, she makes.
You said Bray?
Gray. I said Gray. I didn't say Bray. Gray.
No, like you said Bray.
She mentions to Lucy that Erza, Wendy, and Natsu ended up getting taken away. Mercphobia is knocked out, so he's out of commission. Anyways, they're trying to look for them and everything. Carla and Happy get back, and then they're like, we haven't seen anything. They don't even know where Gray is at. And then we get a ship on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And who is residing on that ship?
Wow, a face that people probably were not expecting to see so soon already is Brandish in all her splendor.
Yes, we all know how much I sent for Brandish.
She'll find that annoying.
Yes. Brandish is, well, what can I say?
Damn.
Brandish. Well, yes, damn, yeah, she's hot, man. Oh my god, she just all her outfit is literally a bikini,
Hmm.
which I'm all for it. Come on.
I think I vaguely remember, but in the manga, in this scene specifically, I thought she was wearing something else entirely. I thought she would change her outfit, but no, in the anime, it's still the same.
Yeah, Brandish is here. She's here on this continent. And she basically, now one, Carla and Happy are like, wait, that's Brandish from the Spriggan 12. Now she's like, whoa, 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 calm down there. One, she also had gray. She turned him tiny gray, so she gave him back to Lucy. What is it? So then she's just like, I'm not a part of the Spriggan 12 anymore. The Spriggan 12 actually is pretty dead.
Yeah, because of you people.
But she's like, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Everything's going fine. We basically kind of get the revelations of what the other members that were not killed in the Alvarez Empire arc are up to. You kind of have it where Jill is now the Alvarez Empire king. So he's basically running the country alongside. Isn't that old guy? Wasn't that old guy related to him?
Uh,
I think he was. I think he was, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen the Alvarez Empire arc. We see the tuxedo guy that doesn't like indecency. He's also there too. He's still good. We find out that Demaria, another girl, fairy tale girl that I sent for, she's actually not into fighting anymore. She's actually like a farm girl, living out in peace.
And as for the other two members, the one that Gray fought and that other guy that Jellal basically wiped away, they're locked up for trying to start another war.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, especially the one that Gray ended up fighting at the end of Alvarez, because he was like, I guess you could say he was Zareth's right-hand man. And he was for complete anything Zareth was doing. So it makes sense that he would want to start up another war.
As for the other guy, well, he had a pretty psycho look to him to begin with.
Yeah. She also mentions she mentions that God Serena,
Irene,
the other two members, they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Well, let's just say, I won't go into spoilers, but we know something is false in her statement. But when that moment happens, that we'll get to that. Anyways, yeah, so basically it seems like Alvarez is now a peaceful country. And that's the thing. Now, what is the reason why she's in the continent of Giltina?
Yes. She's just like Lucy. She's looking for Aquarius's key.
Well, she makes the mention of the fact. She tells Lucy, she's like, "Are you actually here to do what I think you're doing?" And Lucy's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "I'm here to look for Aquarius's key, because apparently Aquarius's key is on the continent of Giltina." Which this shocks Lucy. Now, I think it was episode 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where Virgo came on and she's like, "You might actually have a fated reunion."
Yeah.
Which that was the hint she was referring to in terms of, you'll probably see or run into Aquarius again, but just keep your eyes peeked out. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Will you punish me, princess?"
Oi.
It's so great to hear the English dub voice actor of Virgo again. I'm sorry. I love the English dub of Fairy Tale. Anyways, that ends up happening, and Brandish is like, "Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. So have fun and everything." Lucy obviously is asking like, "Hey, can we be friends and everything?" Because it's like, well, you would think maybe they're friends now, because
they're friends. But yeah, she turned Gray back to normal, and then Gray falls on top of Lucy.
And then you cut over to Juvia, and Juvia's like, "My rival sensor is tingling or tingling." I'm just like, Oh, brother, this girl is crazy. Trust and believe. She sees that. If she would ever see that, she would lose her mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because we look, we all know Juvia thinks Lucy has some sort of thing for Gray. It's been a staple since like she first joined Fairy Tail. Juvia just has this feeling like Lucy's trying to steal Gray from her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and which is kind of strange considering she also sees images of her being paired with Natsu also.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like a few weeks ago. She's talking about Touka. She's like, well, you see, Natsu's got all these other girls. He's got Lucy, he's got Lazana, he's got who else did he mention?
Did, did she did she mention Kana in that
I think she
list?
mentioned Kana. No, I think it was Touka that mentioned Kana for Gray.
No. I don't remember.
No, I think she mentioned Erza or something like that.
Oh yeah, Erza. Yeah.
Look,
But wait, but wait, Joey didn't mention Erza with Natsu, or
I think she mentioned Erza with Natsu potentially because some people shipped Erza with Natsu, or that ship is long gone. I guess you can make the case back early Fairy Tail when you
I remember a long time ago when you first started watching Fairy Tail.
I did think they were going after that one arc when Jellal came back and he was evil Jellal. I was thinking, I'm like, damn, are they trying to ship Erza and fucking Natsu?
Well, even before that, you for some reason you were shipping Erza with Gray. I was like, huh?
Oh, I did say I did ship Erza with fucking Gray.
Yeah, I remember that a long time ago vaguely, but yeah, I remember using oh well, I can't wait for you to get further in.
And then that prediction was completely butt naked wrong.
Oh yeah. Butt naked indeed.
Damn, why did I even have to stand it? What do you think about that? Whatever. Anyway,
in all honesty, I cannot really blame you because you were still new to this series. But yeah, I probably would have made the same mistake if I wasn't so into like the fairy tale ships. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Brandon is like, well, yeah, we can be friends. I'm just saying, like, they should be friends with the fact that their parents literally know each other, and in a weird way, they should have been friends from the beginning. But Brandish says, like, yeah, sure, we can be friends, but just let it be known, I'm not losing to you to get Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
So no hard feelings, right, friend? So it seems like another enemy that Lucy had fought in a previous arc is now turned friend.
Mm-hmm.
Last time it was Flare. This time it's Brandish.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who's gonna be next.
Irene. I know. Area? I don't know.
We'll see. So we kind of get where it left off on that whole cliffhanger. We then come back to Fairy Tail, actually. So, Loxus, I guess, told the entire guild what happened. The guild is like, oh, we're so sorry. I'm sorry that happened. We're just glad that you're okay, right? So then, Loxus is like, look, girl, if there's anything you have to tell us that might harm Fairy Tail, please let us know. Because if that's the case, then with all due respect, we might have to kick you out. Because we ain't trying to get into trouble again, you know. Last time we almost all died to an opposing empire. And
even before that, they were dealing with literal demons from the Tartaros.
That is true. That broke their guild up.
God, that arc was crazy.
Again, that's my favorite arc of the entire series.
Mine too.
So Toga's just like kind of hesitant to say anything. And she's like, I'm just gonna go back home. It's probably best for me to go get some rest. But the next thing you know, she appears. Now Gaj was just looking at this and he's just like, She ends up actually going to Jellal. So Jellal is like, so you came here and I expected you. Now Toga's just like, all right, I guess the jig is up. You're correct. I'm the white mage. She just confirms it right then and there. So you get the confirmation he's a white mage. And then she's like, so then Jellal's like, why did you join Fairy Tail? What is the reason why? What is her reason for joining Fairy Tail?
She thinks that the fairy tale girl is becoming too strong, and it could cause chaos. Apparently,
Yes. And then her flip switches, and then she starts to steal Jellal's magic. And her eyes end up becoming whited out. Her eyebrows turn from like the regular color to like white. And she's literally stealing his magic. And she's just talking about like, wow, your magic's very strong. I think she also alludes to the fact like, geez, Louise, something about Zareth, I forgot or whatever. She makes a mention about Zareth.
yeah, she mentioned that.
And it looks like she's about to take all of his magic right then and there, but then something happens. We have it to where Touka then takes control back of her body, and we find out it's a split dual personality between the white mage, white wizard, and regular Touka. And Touka's just like, you need to get out of here. You need to leave before she comes back. She's coming soon. Get your mind out of the gutter, people. What? You have any?
That image never crossed my mind. Don't you worry.
All right, good. And Jellal's just in utter shock. He's like, what the fuck? But next thing you know, Gajal pops in. He basically, handcuffs her, pins her down to the ground, and is like, see, I knew it. I couldn't believe this time you were hiding something. And even freaking Levy walks in, who was there. She's like, I can't believe my husband's suspicions were correct.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should trust more in your freaking future soon-to-be husband / soon-to-be father of your child.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's not forget the little boo-boo he did by accident by falling on top of Juvia. But yeah,
I think at this point she's forgiven him for that situation.
Yeah, although she did give him a little set, and he was like,
yeah. Yes. Now, Gajal makes the mention of the fact that she has a split personality, and Jellal's just in utter shock. Like, split personality is like, what the hell is going on here? What is this? What's going on? And we leave off there. The imagery of when Touka was taking his magic and everything, she looks scary as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's why. Go ahead.
Considering that she's basically the opposite of Zareth, and they're making similar expressions when they're like wanting to kill someone. Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Listen, that's why that's the thumbnail of the video. That's why it's the thumbnail of the video. Now, real time, when I have to make the thumbnail of the video, I have to go to the pirate streams to go take a fucking screenshot. Because Crunchyroll, if I try to take a screenshot of Crunchyroll, well, it's just a black screen. Which sucks.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with phone updates or whatever. Anyways, yeah, we come back to Fairy Tail. So everybody is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Kiri is asleep.
Erza
wakes up.
The thing around her neck basically got all weak, and she ripped it off, and you see Erza's expression. She's pissed. She's pissed.
She's pissed. She's just like, you embarrassed me for the last time. And she's
yeah.
like, I should attack you right now, but you're in your sleep, and and I want to be honor, and I want to show some honor, so I'm not going to attack you. She then frees Lucy, Wendy, and Natsu. But the thing is, she wants to get back at these guys, but Natsu and Wendy are like, sorry, we can't move, because they got motion sickness. And she's just like, oh my god, I forgot you guys have motion sickness. But next thing you know, this big explosion, well, I wouldn't say an explosion, but let's just say with a help from a familiar friend in Brandish, she puts them on a standstill pedestal, so where there's no moving on the ship. Natsu and Wendy get back to normal. They're like, wait, we're not moving anymore. Great. And that was all due to Brandish. So Brandish comes in for the save, respects Lucy's wish, because Lucy ended up like, hey, could you help us find Natsu, Erza, and Wendy? Well, there you go.
That's all she does. That's all she did. And now she's going.
All she does, and then she's gone. Will we ever see her again? Who knows? You would have to think if she's going to be on this continent, we would maybe have a few encounters with her again. So, thing is, not only did there's a race to try to take out the 5 dragon gods, Lucy's also at a race to try to get the Aquarius key before Brandish does. So that's the thing. Because didn't her mother originally have the Aquarius key and then she gave it to Lucy's mom?
Yep.
Okay. So anyways, this is when we get the good shit. We get Fairy Tail getting back at Diablos. You have Erza versus Kyria, because Kyria wakes up, she's like, what the hell? Where is she? And then Erza's just like, you knocked down my pride. And now I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna get back at you for what you did. And she is pissed. She is pissed.
She was like, "You broke my spell," and Erza explains about her prosthetic eye. Yeah.
So now she knows, like, oh, it's all an illusion. So that shit won't get affected. I won't be affected by that technique again. And then you just have Erza and Kyria scrapping with each other. Oh my goodness, their fight is so good. The fight is so damn good between these two. They're just going back and forth with each other. I like it when cat fights happen. But Erza's pissed. She's pissed. But Kyria, let's just say she's getting hungry. She talks about, like, I would love to do what I did to do again, but, I actually like this side of you. So it's the thing. And she ends up talking about, like, maybe I should cut down the one that your feelings about the one you love. And then Erza's like, don't you dare do that. Oh my God.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't cut back to Jellal going, Hachi.
Well, because that was the scene that led into the Touka White Witch reveal.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I thought they would do like a little cutaway to Jellal going like, Hachi. That's it. That's it, and then cut back to the fight.
So yes, you basically get your indirect confirmation here, which, if you've been a Fairy Tail fan, you already know this anyway from the jump. But you get your confirmation here, the fact that Erza is in fact in love with Jellal. Even though Erza is like, well, would I really deem that as I'm in love? I'm like, yes, girl. Stop trying to hide your feelings. Stop trying to put your feelings away like Ochako always does from my hero.
Oh, I'm still heartbroken for that. But yeah, hey, it's okay. She'll
Ochako pushing her feelings to the side about Deku?
Yeah, but it's okay. She'll learn to finally open up. Hopefully.
So, yeah, that's the thing where we get left off there. They kind of have a draw with what we see, but they're still scrapping with each other. She ends up breaking. So actually, she ends up breaking Erza's sword, because she's in the fire pants look, and she's got the taped, I guess you could say bra or whatever. Her best form when she's serious Erza. She goes directly to that form when it's time to kick some ass.
I call it Samurai Erza.
Samurai Erza it is then. When she goes into Samurai Erza form, Erza means business. So we find out, even though she broke the sword, she's like, well, my friend Wendy actually enchanted something. And she enchanted some dragon slaying magic into the blade. And the blade move that Erza is called Belsarion, aka in reference to her mother. There you go.
Yeah.
We cut over to Natsu and Wendy. They end up fighting with Scullion and Armor Boy. Natsu and Scullion fire off their attacks, but their attacks cancel out. Wendy then realizes, hey, maybe Wind can get an advantage, which it does. So Scullion is at a disadvantage against Wendy. Wendy has to be the person to fight a man literally wrapped around in bones. Never thought you'd see that. So, yes. She also goes into her Dragon Force form. Again, I like it because it makes her look like it's a Super Saiyan state.
You did say that before also.
Her hair literally changes colors. It's weird how in her Dragon Force form, her hair color changes, but everybody else's doesn't really change.
her hair color changes and her hair becomes a little more frizzy.
Yeah, maybe it's something to do with the fact that she's got Sky Dragon abilities. I don't know.
I mean, low key, it does look like feathers or wings, like low
Probably
key.
that. Yeah, I never thought about that actually.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing to say.
Hmm.
Anyways, because of this, Natsu gets the upper hand on Scullion. I mean, now because of it, Natsu can actually physically hit Scullion. And everything. Now you got Chaw Man over here, and you kind of have him and Natsu clash. And Natsu still gets a little bit hurt by punching him, but then Natsu's like, you know what? Let me turn up the heat. And Skull, and the thing is, he's like, oh, I can withstand your heat. And he's like, really now? Oh, let's keep going harder. Let's go be even beyond.
Fire Dragon King Purgatory.
Yes. And it knocks him out, and Scullion's just like, oh shit.
Natsu just had that smirk.
Yes. Wendy's bikini, I guess, is burnt, and she's covering up.
Yeah. Don't worry, Wendy. You don't have much to cover up, anyways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wendy. I'm so sorry, Wendy. I did not.
Man, she would give it if she was in real life and she heard that you say that, she'd give you a immediate Sky Dragon roar.
Yeah, or either she'd break down and cry.
Or Carla would probably beat you up.
Yeah, I think it's more likely Carla's gonna beat me up.
So yeah, we kind of get left off on that front, and the episode is basically over with. So solid episode of Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail looks like to get back at Diablos. Will Diablos counter back? We'll find out. And also, what is this thing? I guess we got to follow up with what's going on with Touka, because eventually all of Fairy Tail's gonna know, like, yeah, Touka was hiding something. So we'll see. We will see. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Fairy Tail content, or hit the subscribe button to my coach channel. I'll leave a link in the description below to get to his channel and watch his videos that he got going on and stuff like that. But other than that, we're gonna get out of here. Catch you guys in the video. Till then, stay safe, everyone. Peace.